This video shows the making of the upper right eye flap in brass again, which is 0.037 thousandths of an inch thick, which equals 0.93 of a millimetre in thickness. Using a 6mm 3-flute end mill, running at approximately 11,000 RPM. Both at 24 inches per minute. Just taking it nice and easy, I'm in no rush. Doing 10,000ths of an inch per pass. This is the upper right eye flap. So I've just changed the RPM slightly. That's it. Just the brass vibrating a little bit. One thing I do need to do and intend to do shortly is I'm going to be switching to a belt pulley drive instead of the gears. I'm not very happy with the gears, so I think they're quite noisy. So that's one thing I'm going to be doing. This shows nearly the completed upper right eye flap. Okay, that part's completed, straight off the machine. So let's give it a wipe. It'll still need finally filing at the edges to get any sharp patches off. So that's where, see the bit sticking out? It had dropped just before it had finished. So I stopped the machine before it did any damage. There you go. So now to do the top left eye flap, which will have to come out of another sheet because there's not enough room on this sheet. But it's £5 per eye flap because it's £5 per sheet. It's quite expensive. I'm sure I'll find some other bits and pieces to make out of these pieces of sheet, but it's quite expensive. I'll probably make part of the top of the lid for the radar dish that's on the head there. Okay, I've just set up to cut the last and final eye flap, the upper left eye flap. One thing I have just had to do, I've had to adjust the, I think they're called Gibb screws for the Z axis, because there was, the head had got some play in it because they'd come loose. So I've adjusted those up there. Thought I was getting quite a bit of vibration on the last run, but you can also get quite a bit of vibration when your milling tool is blunt as well, and this milling tool does need sharpening, to be honest. Never really talked about setup before. Probably pretty rough and ready, pretty basic. As I say, I'm no engineer. What I do is I use quarter inch flat, 1/2 inch wide, and I lay one strip at one end of my work, one strip at the other end of my work, and a strip in the middle. Make sure it's right against the edge, and then I screw down onto it, clamp down at that end, brought that up onto the edge, and then clamp down, and it's okay, it's not too bad. And that's what I do there, so that keeps it away from the table to protect the table, which is something I've learned. Obviously I didn't know that in the beginning, but that's working quite well. Right, I'm going to get on and get making this this last part now. Okay. Okay, that's the next eye flap finished, which is the upper left eye flap. Okay, it's not looking too bad. Just need to give it a wipe, and then I'll show you all four of them set. This video shows the 4 CNC machined eye flaps, CNC machined from brass. There you go, as you can see they've come out quite nice. Okay. These have had nothing really done to them. I've watched a very carefully filed any sharp lip off the edge. Other than that, that's pretty much how it's come from the machine. Okay. These lower flaps, the conversion bracket that affixes them to the servos has already been made. That was made a while ago in aluminium, so these both need tapping with 2 small holes, and then I'll be fitting those mounts. I think they were 256s or something. So far so good.